My mind, gotta hustle and grind. Financial literacy always on my mind. I'm stacking knowledge, no time to waste. Gotta invest smart, gotta keep up the pace. I'm reading books, learning all the tricks, studying the market, making calculated picks.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy Reckless Ray Dinero, and we are back at it again with another crypto portfolio update. Greetings, salutations, happy hump day. Recording this, obviously, Tuesday evening. You'll be getting it first thing Wednesday morning, and I'm happy that you guys stopped in with me, that you guys are tapping in with the crypto portfolio updates. Now, if I was following the algorithm, we would just be doing bag talk episodes because you guys seem to like that more, but it's important to me. Crypto is a big part of my existence, and I like having something dedicated to just talking about that. So I'm going to keep doing these, and that's what we're doing on hump day. Make sure to hit the like on the way in. Talk to me down in the comments. I do reply to all of them. It might take a few days because I normally do these on my updates. So normally I check comments as long as I record early enough on Wednesdays, and usually at least once over the weekend. Because I normally do some uploads or some thumbnails or some batch uploads, because you'll notice that I got a bunch of premieres lined up for bag talks. I actually have kept to a schedule. We are on schedule, and I am filtering topics in, so those topics might be shuffling around as needed because I'm so far out that if something comes up that I'm feeling is more pertinent for that week, I will swap those episodes and change those dates. But as it sits right now, we're almost covered on Thursdays all the way through the month of September, which gives me a little bit of breathing room. We're still going to be cranking out 1 to 2 videos a week in that realm, so that should continue to grow itself out. Whenever I'm feeling a wild hair, I've got a really good topic pool. Also, on that, if there's something that you guys want me to talk about specifically, A, you can reach me down in the comments, but B, actually, I need to put my email on my video thumbnails in the contact section. I think I don't think it's there, but I'm going to verify that. So moving forward, it should be down there also for people looking to reach out or collab. It's also on the page. If you just go to the actual YouTube page, the landing page, it'll be there as well for contacts on collabs, suggested things to talk about. You can also reach out to me on Instagram. I'm over on there as well as all the social media. It's either Reckless Ray Dinero or Reckless Ray in some form or fashion. It'll definitely have a picture of my mug on it. And yeah, you can throw me some soft pitches, the stuff that you guys want to hear about. I will do content on that as well, along with our regularly scheduled programming. Obviously, we do a lot of bag talk over here, but there's something I should be knowing about that I should talk about that you guys want to know about. So feel free to ask questions, hit me up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Also, big part, especially for the Wolfpack members, share the video. That's the best thing you can do after subscribing. And let's go ahead and jump on into it. Micro machine myself, boop, down in the corner. Let's go. Okay, so we are looking at a Bitcoin price of $111,449. Down. We hit some all-time highs, and here we are. Started at the bottom, went to the top, and now we're here. Putting Bitcoin dominance at 56.3%, Ethereum dominance at a solid 14%, with gas fees on Ethereum at 0.251 Gwei. Ethereum sitting at $44,571.96, bouncing off an all-time high itself of $4,900. It was beautiful. I was wondering how far we were going to go. I thought we were going to see a $5,000 bit Ethereum. I was getting ready to lose it, but all things come in due time. Top 3 trending coins right now. Shout out to CoinGecko for this wealth of information and content, also being the place that I track my portfolios. Trending coins. At number 1, we have Notcoin. At number 2, we have Numeraire. And at number 3, we have Kronos. There we go. Also, I don't see, well, at least to my knowledge, I see no meme coins. And that is good. That is good. Let's keep it pushing. Moving on to the top 5 gainers and losers in the last 24 hours. Let's see. There, make that a little bit bigger. What's that look like on the screen? Looks good. I just need to go because I'm under 2, 3, 4. Need to go up one more. Okay. Let's scoot you up a little bit. Okay, starting off with the gainers, and I hope everybody gets the opportunity to bask in the glory of being on the top 5 gainers list because it feels good. It makes you feel a little bit vindicated, like you're a genius, because you might be. Lucky at minimum. At number 1, we have at rank 416 Numeraire with a gain of 117.9%. Woo! We're seeing bull run numbers. We're starting to see them triple and quintuple digits. Oh yeah, it's coming. I can taste it. At number 2, we have at rank 870 BNB Attestation Service with a gain of 64.1% in the last 24 hours. At number 3, at rank 898, we have Demo with a gain of 68.7% in the last 24 hours. Live updates. Obviously, you're going to have to flip-flop those two. At number 4, we have at rank 715, Evil Larry with a gain of 51.4% in the last 24 hours. And last but not least, at number 5, we have at rank 419, Ecomi with a gain of 47.3% in the last 24 hours. Moving on over to the top losers list, looks like a little bit of sideways downish action, but for the bull run, this could be a great opportunity for you guys to get in on a position that you've been eyeing, or dollar cost average to bring down your cost average on a position that you're already in that's taken a little bit of a punch in the face. So everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the face. And those of you who are over here on the top 5 losers list are getting your punch today. Let's get to it. At rank 997, we have Flock with a loss of 31.8% in the last 24 hours. At number 2, we have at rank 808 Access Protocol with a loss of 32.9% in the last 24 hours. At number 3, we have at rank 927 Open Campus with a loss of 18.2% in the last 24 hours. At number 4, we have at rank 751 Wayfinder with a loss of 15.3% in the last 24 hours. And last but not least, rounding out the top 5 losers, we have at rank 740 Kobach with a loss of 13.5% in the last 24 hours. Let's get the numbers off of where we're at with this portfolio that is just beating me to death. We have a gain of 2.2% in the 24 hours, which puts us at a rounded loss of 17.5% overall. Let's go ahead and jump over into this tab. We're still on the same page. Yes, we are. We're still up here. Yes, we are. Let's go ahead and get into the top 10 positions. And let's go down here and have a conversation. At number 1, we have Solana, SOL. At number 2, we have Ethereum, ETH. At number 3, we have Aave, AAVE. At number 4, we have Thorwallet DEX, TGT. At number 5, we have Radium, RAY. At number 6, we have Jupiter Perpetual Liquidity Provider Token, which is always a mouthful, JLP. At number 7, we have Injective, INJ. At number 8, we have Super, SUPER. At number 9, we have Akash Network, AKT. And last but not least, at number 10, we have Avalanche, AVAX. No moves. We haven't really been making any moves. Obviously, we're waiting for Titan to get their token so we can swap out that Thorwallet DEX position after that gets put up here at some point. Yeah, we're just riding it out. Like, we're riding out the rest of the year. When we do our yearly breakdown, we'll be having a lot more Ethereum hopefully in the portfolio. Hopefully some of these pop off a little bit harder, so that way we can make those Ethereum buys, get it liquid staked, and get it in there. Also, we could potentially be looking at doing a lot more Bitcoin. It just depends, because Bitcoin's leverageable, and we're trying to get that position in Bitcoin over on Strike. So it could go either way. Our Ethereum position, really happy with it. It's liquid staked. It just kind of sits there. Every time I log in, there's a little bit more in there. I do want to at least add 1 to 2 more Ethereum, and then maybe do like a 50-50 split, so we can get a couple of more Ethereum tokens in there. And yeah, we're just kind of riding this out till the end of the year, getting ready to come probably Friday. We'll be doing our DeFi cash out for the month of August. It looks like we've hit our metrics on some of our positions, so I'm kind of excited about that. And then, yeah, I think that pretty much sums that up. Like, nothing's really moving unless it's a price related move. So prices are going up or they're going down or something's going on with it, then like you'll see some shuffling, but we're not really making any purchases. We're just riding out our DeFi days, because this is probably going to be the last DeFi season for me. Moving forward, it'll be tokens. Obviously, stuff that's stakeable will be better, but we're not going to be trying to do any yield farming or anything fancy in the DeFi space. There's just too many options in the TradFi space to even make that worth it, because at the end of the day, all I really need is Bitcoin, Ethereum, a little bit of Chainlink on the side, and maybe adding a 4th position in there. We'll see. But yeah, no, I'm good on this, because this portfolio, dollar for dollar, is just not producing the same. Like it's not even near as consistent. There, I have to work. Like, you're constantly having to make sure positions are right, and with high yield ETFs, I just put the money in there and collect my checks. So it's a lot easier. Like, I'll even take the hit on the occasional runs where it does do well for a few weeks. I would rather have the consistency and ride that volatility. Also, you're not taking 30% swings in a day. That's also another thing. Also, you don't have to worry about losing your tokens and not being able to find them. That's another thing. It's just so much easier. So moving forward, we're probably just going to have our long-term portfolios. If I figure out some decent staking mechanisms that are usable, like liquid staking Ethereum, that's a no-brainer for me. If I have Ethereum, it's going to be liquid staked. Bitcoin just is either going to be on Strike, getting leveraged, or in cold storage. So we already have our cold storage. Our ticket to freedom has been purchased already, and now we're trying to get an additional ticket to speed up the freedom process. Let's see here. So the other portfolio we want to look at, though, is our Bitcoin standard portfolio, because always something interesting going on over there. We got a current balance of $761 at 30.5%, which we're actually buying an average down. Does this... Oh, I don't want to clear transactions. I want to look, view transactions. So let's see here. Our purchase on August 3rd, we are in. Oh, never mind. I don't even think we're in profit on that. Oh, yeah. So this is the first one. So August 12th. All of these we're down. All these numbers are red. All these red numbers down here, they're just not good. Varying degrees, because we're consistently buying, but it's something that I like to look at. And yeah, we're getting that little strike balance up as well as we can. It's interesting looking at starting over with a Bitcoin position again, and it's like, oh, where are you at? 0.006 Bitcoin. And it's like, geez, that's going to be a long way to get to whatever you need to borrow at Strike, which is basically $140,000 in the state that I'm in, because that's what my state's decided is the barrier to entry to keep people from utilizing the tools that are available to us. I think that they put high barriers in because they don't want people doing risky actions. But I'm like, okay, so you're going to make me borrow $72,000 versus being able to just borrow $10,000. Like, that is wild to me. I guess they think they're going to scare us away with the larger number. And I'm like, yo, give me that larger number. I'll take it. I will take it. And I'll make it work. Because by the time that comes through, then the income portfolio is going to be full bore incoming. And, we might just speed up our Bitcoin acquisition and have a year of just buying like 70% Bitcoin once all the debt's paid off and it's cleared and done, and doing that for my last year of actually working a 9 to 5. That could be a thing. Could be our mad dash towards the end of the racetrack. There is just running full speed and just buying all the Bitcoin that we can before we get out. Things that I think about. The topic of today's discussion, though, is there are no straight lines up. And the thing that I believe needs to be overstood is that there's no straight lines up. Let me take a look here. Let's pull up a chart. Let's see what we got. Okay. So we want to, max doesn't go back far enough, but this will be good enough for us. Let's share this tab instead and then put me back down the micro machine position. Now, I'm going to go ahead and jump into this chart so that way we can have this conversation. So we're looking here, and this is the max chart if you just Google it, but like it really doesn't. Yeah, it's starting at $453. Bitcoin launched at like 10 cents. So this isn't everything. But because this doesn't even account for when Bitcoin first hit $100. So this chart actually gets pretty ridiculous if you go back past this. But the thing that we got to look at is, okay, so it's never gone straight line up. We have runs. Then it comes back down. Then we have runs, like we're getting back up there. Like we hit, what was it? 2017, we basically touched $20,000. We got just under 20,000. Came back 2021. Boom, 40,000. Wow. Boom, we just bouncing 60s. Oh, Lord. But as you see during these bull runs, 64. Fast forward, we get over to 2024, we're back at 60. So we were at 60 here, about 64. 2024, we came right back 2 years later. Went through the down times, came back. Look at us now. We done bounced off 124. Come down, But the thing to note is during these runs, it almost looks as though like this starts in 2021. Running back up. Then there's a crash, which we've experienced a few of these, like bouncing off 2024, coming back down to 109. Because we've been touching 109. Dipping. Then running again. Then we go back down. But this is also all of this up through 2022. We didn't have institutional buying. This is just retail. And this run, we're not even having those massive dips. It's literally just going sideways, then shooting up, then going sideways. Now, this dip here in April, remember what happened in April? Remember? We had tariff day. People got scared out of the market. And even then, I mean, that's our one legitimate crazy dip. Like most of the time it's just sideways. This went sideways and dipped, and now look at it. Sideways up, sideways, which is what we're in right now. Probably going to be a couple, like maybe another week or two. It'll bounce back up hard because the institutions will buy those Bitcoin that they're not going to sell back to you. And the point of it is, the point of this is, and I'm going to try and keep these succinct, not as long, not as rambly, unless it's relevant to the topic, obviously. But this isn't it. Stuff just goes up straight forever. The stock market doesn't go up straight forever. The stock market's bad. Bitcoin also had a pullback. Everything's gone bad. Everything's having a pullback. The market is reeling. We're going back and forth with the Fed. We're hoping we get this Fed rate cut. Market responded well after Jay Powell talked. Then what happened? Down again. There's no straight lines up. I'm not saying gamble with the rent money, but if it's something that you don't have to look at for 4 years, and that's regardless of whether it's Bitcoin, S&P 500, whatever. For this conversation, it's Bitcoin, though. If you don't have to look at it for 4 years, why are you worried about what happened today? You're supposed to not be looking at it for 4 years, which means if we're looking at it doubling in price over 4 years, which historically, that's what we've been seeing at minimum, then when it dips, you buy more. You don't buy when everyone else is buying. Like, you buy when everyone's running out of the market if it's something that you're looking at long term. Now, if you're just trying to get rich tomorrow, then like best of luck to you. You might want to follow the crowd because some of those people might win. But I prefer to know I'm going to win, and it's easier to just go, cool, I'm not going to look at this for 4 years, or I'm not going to worry about touching this for 4 years. And it's going to double in price. People are going to do people things, but I've always thought that the logic and the rationale behind looking at something on TV, listening to some old guy that's irrelevant to us who are in Bitcoin because we are in a hard bearer asset, and yet you still see people come into this market, see some old guy on TV that's completely irrelevant for the system that we are in. We are opting out of dollars. And we see these old or rich, whoever, boomer people that have screwed up the economy so bad that you are forced to gamble in the stock market or you are going broke with flair. And to see him say something that you may or may not like and then go, you know what? I'm going to sell that thing that goes up at least 2x every 4 years. I'm going to get rid of that because I'm scared. I want dollars. That guy who you just listened to is actively ruining for you. Powell just got on the TV and told us that he is going to bail out the government at the expense of us, of you. Everything's about to get more expensive. Once they start printing, sure, the interest rate goes down. Everything else is going up. Every single thing else is going up because they're just making more dollars, which means dollars are worth less because they're going to make more of them. This isn't going to end well for a lot of you. And especially those of you who, I'm hoping those of you those who are seeing the news and selling their Bitcoin and they're going, I'm going to get into cash because I got to be worried just like all these rich people when I have nothing and they have everything. And I'm hoping those people aren't watching this channel unless you're getting in the process of your awakening. Then, hey, here for you. But sorry it took you so long because your ticket to freedom is going to be a little bit more expensive. The opportunity's there for everybody. The price is not going to be equal. There's no such thing as equal outcomes. There's equal opportunity. And for those of you who wait, those of you who are watching this video and are continuing to wait, your ticket to freedom, your ticket to get on the life raft, that's going to be the future. That's going to be on the right side of this monetary war that we're in, because we are definitely in a monetary war that's being waged against you, me, everyone who's an American citizen. And if you're in another country and you're not an American citizen, this is being probably waged towards you on an even higher level. Because everyone's downstream of us, unfortunately, for you. and you're waiting, you're sitting on the sidelines, you're contemplating, you're wanting to understand. Oh, I want to know more. Oh, I don't like technology. Mark of the beast. You're using dollars that are used for chomos and wars and carnage. Another synonym for dollar is mark. If there was a mark of the beast, it's the fiat currency of any country that you're in. That's the real mark of the beast, in my opinion, because it's used for evil. It's used to instill evil. It's used against the people that it's supposed to be helping. That's also evil. They're robbing your time. That's evil. Most of the things that are involved in any fiat system on this planet are inherently evil at the end of the day. They're anti-human. The whole concept of you not being able to save, or you being punished for saving, or you storing your time in a fiat currency, that's the dollar. And then when you get ready to unstore that time, it's worth less than when you actually worked for it. You got robbed. That's evil. Thou shalt not steal. That's in the Bible. The inherent ideal that we have to worry about consumerism to make this system work. They're forcing losers. They're forcing losers. We've socialized losses and privatized victories. We're no longer winning 30% of the time, people. So for those of you who are choosing to sell your Bitcoin and you want to trade the market and you want to do all that, like, good and well, good, best of luck to you. But like, you're ending up in fiat, and everything gets more expensive in fiat every single year, regardless whether you're poor or rich. You still need more dollars. And we are opting out of that game. This channel is to there's two goals. One, to stop us from having to go to work for people that talk crazy to us, that don't appreciate us, that don't want to pay us anything, that view us as cheap. That's one. Two is to opt out of the system that those people are in, that's rigged in their favor, where they get to exist through nepotism. The field's not level. Because when it comes to debasement, the further you are back in the race, the further you fall behind. And we've got this wonderful thing, Bitcoin. That's a solution to that. So the second thing that you should be doing is we're fixing our income problem so that we can go to jobs that appreciate us, because unfortunately they probably make less money, because somehow in this dollar fiat denominated system where we use the marks of the beast for everything, coincidentally, the people who shouldn't be in charge of things are coincidentally in charge of things. Go figure. Evil money, evil people running stuff. Hand in hand. Kind of makes sense. So the second thing that we're doing over here, because unfortunately we were born into this system, so we got to fight our way out of the matrix from inside the matrix. It's unfortunate. But once you take that orange pill, we're putting the tools and implementing the strategies and getting things in place so that way we can get out of that. Our way out is Bitcoin. So I understand that there's people that tap into this channel for a couple of different reasons, because I do post collective financial content. I'm not one of those content creators that's telling you that there's one thing. Like, no, this is an N of one experiment. I'm doing my experiment. This is not financial advice, but this is how I'm getting out, and I'm leaving the breadcrumbs and screaming loud, quitting publicly, as loud as I possibly can, that this works. Because, like, honestly, like, when you're working at companies that like really are trying to put you in some sort of weird space of financial subjugation because they don't want to pay you, they don't want to give you raises, they view everyone who works for them as cheap, that you're literally playing a game where like the person who's supposed to be helping you play the game is playing against you also, because like they're extracting and manipulating and taking advantage of your labor. You can't just be good at a job anymore. Like, you can't even be the best at the job, because that doesn't get you anything besides run over and talk crazy to and gaslit so that you don't leave. So since we're in this game, we've got to get out. And I'm showing you the tools that I'm using that are effectively working to help me fix my situation so that I can get out. And hopefully some of you like start experimenting with stuff, because that's what I had to do. The situation was so bad. It was like, well, I could go get another job and then have to retrain somebody how to talk to me to at least get to a level to where I can continue to show up every day and go down that rabbit hole. Or I can just make it so that I don't need another job after this one. And so like I opted for option 2, probably a little bit more difficult. I could have went and got a raise. I could have been quitting jobs every 3 years. I don't like people. And I don't like new ones. So for me personally, like I don't want to do that. Like I don't. So I'm going to get out from where I'm at. I'm like, I'm already here. I'm already getting what I need to go ahead and get out of this. So like, I don't need anything extra. I just need to sit, and it's biding my time. And I'm showing the tools so that some of you, because like maybe the job doesn't suck, they just don't pay enough. Maybe the job does suck, but it doesn't suck bad enough for you to just up and walk out of there to go look for another job. This is a way to just opt out of the system, because like the trick is to just not have to have a job. Then you can do whatever you want. I'm not saying that I'd work for free, but if I got to take a position because it's something that I'm interested in, I want to go do something for a few months and be like, cool, I want to try this out and see what it's about. I can afford to do that because I'm getting paid what I was getting paid plus some either way. Also, you get the confidence of actually building and learning how to go out and hunt for yourself. Because once you learn how to do that, then like now you're not reliant to these people. Now you can either shrug off or check people that talk crazy to you, because it's like, I can stay at home for free. Like I'm gonna have pushback. Like I ain't just gonna sit here and have you talking crazy to me. Like we're talking crazy to each other. That's fine. And then I can shrug it off when you tell me I suck at my job. Because I'm like, I don't suck at my job, because my job is my portfolios. That's my job. I don't even have to be good at this. I know that you're gaslighting me. I know that you're lying. But like, I can shrug it off because I'm like, cool, I'll only have to suck at this for a little bit longer. Just a little bit. And in the world where that's a true statement, it doesn't matter to me because I'm good at what I consider my job. So here we are. That's fine. Say whatever you want. Because what you're not going to tell me is I suck at my job that I have ascribed as my job, my priority, which is these portfolios, because I'm replacing the income that you're paying me actively. And it's that simple. We should have autonomy. We should have the ability to do what we want to do. Unfortunately, we do not live in a system that is made that way anymore. They've changed the game. They're extracting us. We are plugged into the matrix. They want to grind us to a pulp to meet their needs. And even the people who aren't doing it at a high level, it's like you have these like small business owners that are just like, yo, I'm just trying to step on. It's literal crabs in a bucket. They're like, yo, I just got to get on top of you so that I can get a little bit fresher air. And I'm still in the matrix too. But I'm going to make your life hell so that I can pretend like I'm doing something, even though I'm still X amount rungs below them up there. But like, I can pretend down here because like I'm subjugating the rest of the crabs in this bucket. And like, I don't want to do that. I'm cutting a hole in the side of the bucket and I'm leaving. And I'm leaving you guys the information on how to get through the hole that I'm cutting. It's that simple. And we're going to leave it there. Tap in with me down in the comments. Sorry, I said I wasn't going to rant, and then what I do? Ran at the end of the video. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys are getting something out of these. I hope you guys are enjoying the tracking of my journey. I'm not even actually trying to talk people off the cliff at this point. The people are going to be where they're at, but like understanding my ideology and how I'm looking at things. And yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. So till next week, it's your boy Reckless Ray Dinero. And don't forget to hit that like. Don't forget to share the video. Don't forget to subscribe. And yeah, this has been another episode of Crypto Portfolio Updates. And we'll have another one next hump day. Until then, it's your boy Reckless Ray Dinero, and I'm out.
Money on my mind, yeah. Focus, got no time for games, nah. I don't play, man, I'm all about that financial literacy. Investing in my future, building generational wealth. Dollar bills, they be calling my name, but I ain't chasing fame, I'm chasing change. Learn the game, now I'm playing it smart. Putting my money to work, it's an art. I'm stacking paper, building my own empire. No more living check to check, I'm getting higher. Investing in stocks, real estate, and more. Gotta secure the bag, that's what I came for.